Amanda Saladin here from Love Life Yarn. Today we're going to be crocheting the Wattle Stitch baby blanket. This is a super easy stitch that is just chains, single crochet, and double crochet. And as you can see, it makes a really great texture. And then this yarn, this is the Wonder Fluff Ombre from We Crochet at crochet.com. And I love the color changes in it. So I chose it for this blanket. The pattern on my blog has 8 different sizes. We're just going to make a small sample blanket, and this is one of the baby blanket sizes I decided to make for the sample. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Materials you'll need for this project include Wonder Fluff Ombre or another bulky weight yarn, a size J 6mm crochet hook, a yarn needle, and some scissors. For this pattern, you need to chain a multiple of 3. So I have here 33 chains. For the size that I made, as showed earlier, I chained 123. But there are 8 sizes written on the written pattern, so you can check that out for Lovey through King. So we're going to skip the first 2 chains, which will count as a single crochet. And in the next chain, single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And that's going to be our pattern going forward. We're working in the same chain. The single, chain 1, double went in the same chain. Now skip 2. And in this next chain, single, chain 1, and double crochet. All in the same chain. And we're going to continue this down further. Skip 2. And then work that single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Repeat this all the way down, however large your blanket's going to be, skipping 2, and then single, chain, double, till you get down to the last 3 stitches. All right, I'm down to the last 3 chains, and we're just going to single crochet in this very last one. So we skip those 2, and work your hook in the last one, and work a single crochet. And that ends out our first row, as you can see here with our texture already begun. So for row 2, which is going to be the row we repeat over and over, you're going to chain 1, and then find that very first single crochet, and single crochet in the first single crochet. Now we're going to work that single, chain 1, double again, but it's going to go in this chain space. You can see it right here in between our double and single crochets from the row below. Single, chain 1, and double. Then look for the next. Here we're going to skip these 2 stitches and work for that chain space right here in the middle. We're going to single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. My yarn's getting tight, huh? Sorry about that. There we go. Double crochet. And just keep working that in every chain space. Single, double, chain 1, double. So single, chain 1, and double crochet. And this just goes for every single chain 1 space all the way down to the end. And then when you get to that last one, I'll show you how to end it. Okay, here we are down to our last little chain 1 space here. So I'm going to single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And the only difference in this very first row is that chain 2 right here at the end counted as a single crochet. So we're going to have to work into the chain. On the subsequent rows, you'll just work into the first single crochet like we started this row. So I'm going to work my hook in here to the chain, single crochet, and now I have a single to work into on the next row. So you just repeat row 2 over and over, and now you can see I have my single here. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'll work it exactly the same. Single crochet in the first single, look for that chain 1 space, single, chain 1, double crochet, and you repeat it all the way across, ending with a single crochet in the end of a single crochet. So it's a super simple pattern. I love the wattle stitch because it has such texture, but it's really simple for even beginners, and you can do it while watching TV and stuff. So work that single crochet here at the end, and you'll have a great textured pattern. I'm going to work up a square here so that I can show you the border. So like I said, I'm just making a little sample size, so I'm going to work up my square and then we'll come back together and do the border. Okay, here is my sample size. Here you can see starting to color change, and I have my textured pattern. So I'm going to actually use a different color for my border. For the baby blanket that you saw, I saved some of the dark color out of the middle for a border. So I'm actually, when you change the border, go ahead and this very last single crochet, if you're changing color. If you're not changing color, don't worry about this. But just when you still have 2 loops on your hook, that's when you'll join the new color. So again, only worry about this if you're changing. Otherwise, you'll just turn and proceed just like this. Chain 1, single crochet in that first single crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in that chain space, chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in this, it's a double crochet right here, chain 1, skip our chain space, single crochet in the single crochet. So you're just skipping a stitch every time and replacing it with a chain 1. So single crochet, chain 1, and we're just going to repeat this all the way down until we get to the end, so you can see what it looks like right here. And when you get to your corner right here, you'll chain 1, and right in this corner space, single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet right in the very same corner space. Chain 1, skip a row, single crochet in the next row, and repeat. Chain 1, skip a row, single crochet in the next row. Chain 1, skip, single crochet, and we're just going to repeat this. Nice and easy, just single crochet and chains all the way down. When you get down here to our corner, we're going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the same corner stitch, and that turns the corner nicely for us. Chain 1, and we're just going to repeat just like we did before. Single crochet, chain 1, skipping, single crochet, chain 1. Just work this around. There were 2 chains here at the beginning that we skipped, so make sure that you take those into account when you're figuring out your stitches, your number of stitches, to skip 1. And so this is how it will work all the way around. Just make sure that each corner has a chain 2 instead of a chain 1 when you turn it, and come all the way across here, work that chain 2 in the corner, come down here to the other end, and I'll show you how to work the end. Here I am at the end, got my corner where I started right here, but I had a single crochet there. I want to single crochet, chain 2, and now join with the slip stitch. And this finishes row 1. Now we will turn, chain 1, and we're working right into that chain 2 space. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet all in our chain 2 space in the corner, chain 1, skip our single crochet, single crochet in the chain space, chain 1, single crochet in the chain space. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around, skipping our single crochet stitches, making sure there's a chain 1 to skip them, and single crocheting in the chain 1 spaces. Now I only did 2 rounds like this. You can feel free to make it as many rounds long as you want. Just make sure you're always starting in a corner space like that. And you could do this as many, to make it as wide of a border as you like. Now when you come down to the corner, you will, in this chain 2, move my end out of the way, our chain 2 space, you will single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And then just repeat, chain 1, single crochet in the chain space, all the way around until you come back to the beginning. And you can see it makes a nice border. So make it as wide as you like. So work down here, work our corner. Work down here, work to the other corner, always working a chain 2. And when you come back around, all you have to do here is slip stitch. You don't have to worry about working anything different for the corner. You just slip stitch in and you can make it, like I said, you'll already be right there at the beginning. So you just chain 1, work in your slip stitch. Show you this. Here's the 2 rows I did with my bigger blanket. And you can see the corner, how this works with the chain 2. And I like just the 2 rows, but like I said, feel free to give it as many as you want. You can see the color changes of this yarn are just simply beautiful. But feel free to use any yarn you have in your stash. That's, if you wanted these sizes, a bulky weight yarn. And come check out the 8 different written sizes at lovelifeyarn.com. Link in description.